the quarter ends very soon. Quarter ends very soon. Okay, so I am setting a deadline for any missing or late work, any improvements to your grade will be Friday, this Friday, the 9th. Okay, this Friday the 9th is the last day to email me about any that you've completed any missing work. So you need to make sure that you send me an email, okay? Because I've seen some notebooks that maybe you've done some new work, but you've not told me about it. So make sure that you are completing your work and send me an email for any late assignments, okay? So if you have a blank in the gradebook, it means I have not checked it yet. I have not checked your close reading assessment. I don't believe I put in the grades for document F as well as post bucketing and the chicken foot, okay, and some of the discussions. Outside of that, so keep that in mind. Friday is the last day to turn in anything for the first quarter. So let's make sure that we are getting that done and getting it done quickly. Now, here we go. Scroll down to today. There's not a video there yet, okay? But October 5th. Here we go. Here's a starter. How do you think you did on the close reading assessment? This is the last one for page 23, which means I'll be checking page 23. Okay, last one on page 23. Please go ahead right now and write that for number 5. 2 sentences. How do you think you did on the close reading assessment and why? 2 minutes, begin. About 30 more seconds, please. All right, y'all. So hopefully you are done with that. So our objective, like our overall summary, kind of changes today. We're transitioning to more modern day Latin America as we look at a case study on Venezuela. So your objective today is to identify reasons for Venezuela's collapse, both kind of an economic and maybe even a governmental collapse. So North Carolina Standard Course of Study, if you look there, we have 2, because we're going to look at the implications of economic decisions that they have on a country, and also kind of look at the power and governmental authority of different societies, specifically Venezuela today. So we look at our unit as Latin America, and then statement of inquiry, systems determine power and equity. And a few other things come to mind as I'm kind of going through this. You have 2 more formal grades coming up. You have one Friday on Venezuela, okay, and then you have one on Wednesday. Next Wednesday is your quarterly. So you have quarterlies are next week. So that is 2 more formal grades that you have before the end of the quarter. Okay, synchronous work today, 23.5 starter, which we've done. We actually do not have a discussion, so I'm going to delete that. Okay, and we're going to focus on the collapse of Venezuela. Your asynchronous time is missing work. Missing work. Okay, all right. So I want everybody on this page, the collapse of Venezuela. Every single person needs to be on this page in Canvas. Every single person. Now here's what I want you to do. There are 10 questions. This is a graded quiz. It is not a formal quiz. It's more of a class assignment, an informal assignment. I want you right now, so once you get there, you should be able to hit like take the quiz. Okay? And now even go back to the home page. Y'all can take a look and see exactly, I can show you exactly what you see. I'm gonna do student view. All right. And then may even be the second to last thing on your list. Here we go, the collapse of Venezuela. This is what you should see. Go ahead and click take the quiz. All right, I want you, we're not gonna watch this together. We're not gonna watch this together. In fact, you have, you'll be able to see all the questions. They should go in order. If you need to, feel free to just jot down notes, take some notes as you watch it just to help you out, okay? But I want you to answer those 10 questions as you watch the video. And the score you get is literally the score that you'll have in the grade, for your grade. Okay, so take your time, okay, do it well. But I want you to go ahead and watch the video and answer those questions. Any questions in the chat? All right, I'll go ahead and begin. I'm going to give you all solid, probably solid 15 to 18 minutes, honestly, all the way almost up till to 10 o'clock. And if you need additional time, you can have it as well. And for those just joining the class, we are on the collapse of Venezuela. Okay, it is in Canvas, should be the second to last page in Canvas. If you click on that, all we're doing today is I want you to watch this video, and there are 10 questions that go along with it here, okay, below. All right, so go ahead and begin. Any questions, please put them in the chat. I'm going to mute my mic so y'all can focus on that. Okay, y'all, you should be getting pretty close to the end. So if just give me a second, I will go ahead and pause it. Okay, pause your video. I don't want y'all to go anywhere. I want you to stay on your screen, but I'm gonna transition to the next page, just as I want to review the day, okay? And then you can have the rest of the time to make sure that you complete that video and do well. I don't want to rush you. You can have the rest of the time. You can just make sure it's done by 10 p.m. as well, okay? But again, we're identifying the reason for Venezuela's collapse. And we'll review it tomorrow, be part of our discussion tomorrow. But looking at just the economic decisions that were made, looking at the government, the decisions that the government made, and look overall at those actions and what led to kind of the chaos and the protests and the collapse in Venezuela. So we're looking at those economic, if we look at our standard course of study, looking at the economic decisions and how it affected Venezuela. We're comparing also the authority and the power that a government has in various societies by focusing on Venezuela at this point. So again, we did not have a discussion. Our synchronous work was 23.5 starter, and then the collapse of Venezuela. Okay, and then your asynchronous is to finish, make sure that video is finished, but also get any work done as well. Friday is the last day for any late or missing work for the first quarter. We're also having a Venezuela assessment on Friday, and then the quarterly will be next Wednesday. Quarterly will be next Wednesday. Okay. Any questions? You please write them in the chat. Okay, again, make sure you get that video done. Okay, that is your priority. Get that done now, and then go back and complete any missing work, please. Okay, if you're good, I'm good.